area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're going option play on third down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Taken from just outside the 30. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Willis now off play action. Steps away to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Willis on third down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion. Let's go.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Again, it's Henry. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through, No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally,
they'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action with Willis. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Okay, ready?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
70. 59.
On 1st down, Willis. Being chased out left. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Henry up the middle. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing the teams during the season at the quarterback.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Willis looking to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
53 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Panther 11, 18 Rebel, 1879 Broncos. Dragon 60. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Here's Jake Bailey now.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They go play action with Willis.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Willis to throw.
toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Point after, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Makes it 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fielded at the 33. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 Lions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Trap 50. Trap 50. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On second down, here's Henry.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and 2, Willis. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
19 Tiger.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
10 to 60. 10 to 60.
On play action, they'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Ready?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
50 Bobcat. 18, Pioneer.
They'll set up to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Fielded at the 43. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Luka 19. Ready?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
17.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Ready, break.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
60 Nazareth, 60 Nazareth, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Let's go. Hey, pass.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here we go, here we
Now a
go.
1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, If we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Cut back team. Panther 11, Panther 11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Detroit! Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big play ability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Forced out to under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late, and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Warriors 17. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Okay,
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Right side to Williams.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Willis.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.